Ahoy, folks! So, tomorrow we're getting a brand new Nintendo Direct. Kind of. We've got a double feature tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, an Indie World, immediately followed by a partner showcase. So together, it's going to be about 40 minutes of games coming to the Switch. And I'm excited to see what may show up. Though, notably, probably not going to be many, if any, first-party announcements here based on the phrasing. But of course, we're here to go over some predictions for what we may see show up here. And starting off with the Indie World, it's actually a little tough, because Indie Worlds tend to have a lot of unexpected games. Games that we never really heard of before, or major indies that just get people excited. And it's a lot harder to predict Indie Worlds. Like, I was really racking my brain for a while, trying to figure out what to expect from this side of it. And I mean, sure. I don't think Silksong is going to be here. I don't. Sorry. I really don't expect it to be here. If it's going to be, cool. If it shows up, cool. Sorry, I don't expect it. But a different indie that I'm quite fond of that I could maybe see showing up here is Pizza Tower. This game really took the internet by storm and is really beloved. And it's really weird that it's still not on the Switch because it's inspired by Wario Land. It's basically a Wario Land game. Why is it not on the Switch yet? I think this comes up pretty much every Indie World now in terms of predictions, and it feels more likely to me than Silksong, to be honest. A different game that I think has a decent chance of showing up because it's supposed to launch sometime before the end of this year is Rivals of Aether 2. Rivals 2 has been getting a lot of good attention online lately thanks to betas and all, and I mean the original Rivals of Aether is on Switch, so it's entirely possible it could show up here. But realistically, I'm at a loss for a lot of indies that could show up here, and I kind of like that, actually. Indie Worlds are a great way to be introduced to brand new indies, or games that maybe I just never heard of that are coming to the Switch, and I'm really looking forward to what shows up here. It might be a bit on the quiet side or on the more mellow side, but I think it could be pretty neat, so I'm looking forward to the Indie World side of things. But shifting gears over into the partner showcase, going over like third parties and other companies that may show up here with something. First off, I gotta address the potential elephant in the room of the leaked game from over the past weekend that basically led everyone to realize a Direct was coming. And that's My Sims. So, for those that don't know, EA recently updated the Switch portion of their website and indicates that the My Sims games are coming to Switch. That's kind of out of nowhere, although it made me realize I don't think we have a single Sims game on the Switch, which is kind of weird given its success. But we had The Sims on 3DS for some reason. So, yeah, I feel pretty confident we're gonna get My Sims showing up here. I believe it's supposed to be a remake of the original Wii game. Maybe it'll have brand new content, maybe it's just bringing it back for the first time ever. I don't know. I remember having a pretty good time with My Sims back in the day, so I think it'd be cool to see here. Though, admittedly, My Sims Kingdom was more of my jam, so let me know when that one comes, and I'll be far more interested. Beyond My Sims, there's a few other games set to come out over the next month or couple of months that are probably going to be here, and another one would be Sonic and Shadow Generations. So Sonic X Shadow Generations is set to launch in October, and of course, tomorrow, I'm pretty sure before this Direct, is the Sonic Movie 3 trailer. So getting another trailer for Sonic and Shadow Generations would be a pretty good day for Sonic fans, I think. I'm not sure how much new stuff they would show off, or it might just be simply a reminder that the game is coming to Switch. Regardless, I'm pretty sure this Sonic game is going to show up in here. I don't know if it'll be the only Sonic game. Potential spoilers for more of my predictions later in this video, I suppose. But another game that we know is coming out soon that could show up is Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. You know, the Miles Edgeworth games. Realistically, there may not actually be too much left to say on this game. I mean, the demo even just came out this past week. So I could actually see this skipping out here since it's about to launch in like a week. So it might just have a small reminder, go check out this game in a week and check out the demo right now. But beyond that, it may not be. Capcom could bring something else here, like the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting game collection that they announced last Nintendo Direct. I don't think that has a release date yet, so we could actually see that show up here, or Capcom could bring something else, something surprising for all we know. There's one other title that we know is coming that's probably going to be here, and that's Epic Mickey Rebrushed. It was previously announced in Nintendo Direct, and that's also coming out in September. So now would be the perfect time to get some sort of final big trailer for it. In terms of what else we could see, the last time we had a partner showcase, there was an NSO update, although that was Mother 3 for Japan. But I could see some sort of NSO update for early September here. Not for August. We already had our August update of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon for GBA. But I'm pretty sure, in terms of NSO updates, we'll see something from third parties for the expansion pass side of things. Maybe the GBA Sonic games, like Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3 and Sonic Battle. Or maybe some rare games, like Diddy Kong Racing and Donkey Kong 64 and Conquer. We could probably see any of those games get announced here because they are technically partners. They're not technically first-party Nintendo. So any of those showing up here, maybe releasing like a week or two later for early September, would be pretty exciting. I actually think that would be a pretty good announcement to make here. But there's one last area to explore here, and that's PAX West. PAX West is literally a few days away. Like 2 or 3 days after this Direct, in fact. So could there be anything that's here that's going to be at PAX? Well, from what's announced to be at PAX, Nintendo World Championships and Star Wars Hunters are already released. And the other two games that are getting demos are The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and Super Mario Party Jamboree. Those could show up here, but they would feel a bit out of place since it's a partner showcase. But I do think we could see some sort of trailers for either of these games before PAX starting on Friday. It'd be weird to leave them out of the Direct, sure, but it would also be weird to include them since those are first-party titles and don't fall under partner. Or, at least, I don't think they would. Regardless of the games themselves, there's one area here that feels worth mentioning. We've never had a combined Indie World and partner showcase before, and I think there's good reason for that. The June Nintendo Direct may have been the last general Nintendo Direct for the Switch, before the Switch successor, which I still think is going to be called the Super Nintendo Switch. So, rather than a full Nintendo Direct in September, I think Nintendo opted for this showcase of their third-party and indie partners before maybe revealing that console sometime within the next few months. So, I don't think we're going to see a full September Nintendo Direct next month. I think this is it. We know a bunch of Nintendo games coming out for the rest of the year, and now we're getting a good look at some other indies and third-party partners that are probably going to be releasing before the end of the year and early next year. But with that, that'll do it for these quick predictions for tomorrow's pair of Directs. Of course, I'm going to be streaming these here on my YouTube channel, so make sure you tune in. And subscribe for plenty more on upcoming Switch coverage. Seriously, I'm going to be covering a lot from PAX West, including Mario Party and Zelda, so that's just a few days away. So stay tuned for that. But otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Farewell, everyone.